HelpPeopleUnite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I
Hamilton
live
the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back for another week.
You know it.
Y'all know how that stuff. Please give a moment of silence to my brother. Okay. Give a moment of silence to my brother Jamel Raymond Bishop, please. This is King 45 Friday. Moment of silence. Thank you very much. We got Dev back in the building.
What it is, man. I had a rough little couple weekends last weekend. I apologize to the people again. But, hey, you know you weather through the storms.
Yeah.
Shit happens, you gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is.
Right.
I'm here.
He's here and accounted for. Ma? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. You got me? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. We got a special guest here with us today. Good look, I only keep family around me. Good man right here. My man Juice Man, whose birthday is coming up, is in the building with us.
What's going on, everybody?
Talk to the people, Juice.
How y'all feeling today?
Let the people
guest today.
Yeah.
You know, just taking it easy, checking everything out.
Right. Looking good with that hoodie on. Looking good.
Support
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Support fan.
That's what's up.
Always.
That's a nice one.
Right. Oh,
Nice
so you want to let
piece
people know, you go to the auction, all that. It's a time to put all your business out.
Yeah, go to the car auction very frequently, selling cars. Let me know, text time, I'll put it out there for y'all. Get in contact with me, tags, everything.
That's what's up.
There you
Yeah,
go.
what we been missing, man? You ain't been here in a minute.
Nah, I just been contemplating, man. Really trying to find my purpose you know, to make a mark on the world, and try to change some people's lives. I've been looking at myself lately, and just, you know, trying to push myself more, make myself do more, you know, because I know what I'm really capable of, and I just want to really get that done. So I just been really, I just started writing my series, like I've been telling y'all, I've been wanting to bring to y'all. I just started writing that. I wrote a poem the other day, for real, actually, just, you know, through the experience I had the last few days, or I say a week ago, it ignited a little fire in me to write a poem. And I also been like, I usually use YouTube for like music or something like that. And this time I just been listening to a whole lot of motivational speakers, people like E.T. If you don't know E.T., that's Eric Thomas, you know, Les Brown, you know, Will Smith, guys that you know, that nature that's going to channel me, get me channeled in the right way so I can move in the direction that I want to move and get where I want to go. You know what I mean? And one of my things I want to do, I just want, right now, one of my marks I want to make is I want to start leading the youth in the right way. And I want, like I was telling people on my Instagram, I make a lot of jokes and I joke about a lot of stuff. But I'm a actual factual type of guy. Like you put facts on the table, I look at the facts. If it is what it is, I feel how I feel, but you can't blame me. I don't never blame nobody for their opinion or how they feel. So you can't blame me on how I feel. But go back to my Insta stories or whatever, I was telling people we gotta bring the child's place back. And you know, and people was thinking, like, when you think back in the day, like, stay in the child's place, all right, you was being disciplined at the time, but also you need to stay in the child's place. It was something that you was not supposed to learn that early in your life, that you needed to stay in the child's place. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, because there is a lot of molestation going on in different areas in life right now. I'm not talking about don't talk to your kid and be that guy with your kid. I'm just talking about bringing that child's place back. Whereas though, you know, y'all know our youth is, they're growing up too fast. Too fast. They doing a lot of things that they don't understand at all. But they acting like they do because they want to impress their peers. We all have experienced that, but at the same time, like I tell people growing up, I had like sex ed at a young age and going into, you know, the middle school, then going into high school. It, you know, once you get hit with it, it definitely put a dent in your mind where it make you think when you're doing the act. If you're having sex, it makes you think. All right, you feel me? Like back in the day, guys used to do what? We used to go out to girls. You feel me? Your girlfriend go get a checkup, you know, but you know she going to get a checkup. Like, you on it. Like, oh yeah, oh no, my girl ain't in school today. She at the doctor's, nigga. You feel me? You like, you already know. You laid back, you cool. Baby, you good? Oh, I'm good. You feel me? You feel me? Even though you got your checkup when you was younger too, but you understand what I'm saying as a guy. Nowadays, like, they not getting that sex ed. No. They don't know about the herpes and the HIVs and what it can really do in the long-term causes and even the small details. Like, you can catch chlamydia without even having chlamydia, some shit called NSG or MSG or something like that. I can't remember the exact acronym, but yeah, it's like a build-up to chlamydia. Like it's so much stuff that they not learning out here, but they out here doing adult acts. Right. And when the shit come back to the adult, it's like, what the hell?
I think,
you feel me? So
the relationship with the parent and the child has changed. Now, like when I was coming up,
yeah, the parents want to be friends.
They want to be
cool. They want to be.
Yeah, no, it got to be a fine line somewhere between parent and child. And now it's more or less these parents are growing up with their children, and a lot of the parents are trying to live out their younger years and thinking it's cool to kick it with their parent, with their child.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
I remember a bunch of adults coming in the room. Well, they downstairs in the living room chilling. You ain't no lay on that.
Exactly.
What you was doing? You was on the step, peeking
Peeking downstairs.
Somebody catch you. Hey, it was none of that.
Yeah.
Now the kids down there with the parents drinking, smoking, think it's cool. As long as they doing it in the houses. No, that ain't cool.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. We ain't supposed to be doing it, period.
It's not cool.
I mean, I know it's going to happen eventually, but no.
We just got to come back with some, like you said, some guidelines and rules. We got to get back to the, you know, back to the basics a little bit.
2 rules. Well, 1, I think it changed the murder rate. That's putting R&B and the actions in the home. Putting R&B back on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, stuff like that. That's first. Also, we need to take back the old school rules. I guarantee you ask any parent, it ain't too many parents. I say I'm 41. I'll give you 35 and over. How many of them still clean up on a Saturday morning?
That's a good
How many of them still?
That's a good question.
How many of them still clean up? How many of them still have Sunday dinner? That Sunday dinner then been replaced with Sunday day parties.
Not even Sunday dinner, just dinners.
Period.
Just sit at the table. How many people have sat at the table with everybody eating dinner?
Without the phone. We need to bring it back. Also, ass whipping. I'm an advocate of ass whippings.
But we also gotta not really hold yourself accountable, but you gotta say something. Yeah. Like I really got tired of really not. Like, I was in between at first. Sometimes I wasn't saying nothing, but then I was saying something. And now it's like, nah.
Right.
Like nah. Like you my big brother. Mm-hmm. If it's somebody around you poisoning you, and I get that energy and I feel that, I'm gonna let you know right then and there with them sitting right there.
You're supposed to.
You feel me? And then when I let you know, now I'm gonna let you know. All right, now when we hang, we can't hang. I can't hang with him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And if you can't respect that, and I'm gonna keep telling you every time. And no, I'm not gonna let you go. No, I'm not gonna not be your friend. No, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh no, that's Ty's friend, that ain't my friend. Right. No, because I'm not a friend of you if I do that.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like shit that's been, I've just been not really dwelling on things. I've just been really thinking about things hard. And like, how do you change it? And it started one day. I was taking my son in the daycare, you feel me? And the little young teenagers, they was smoking. They were smoking outside the school, whatever. And so I'm walking. I get like halfway past my straight stop. Boom. Turn around. Come on, y'all. They like, huh? I'm like, come on, y'all. I said, I'm walking my son past. Y'all smoking. All right. Okay, it's marijuana. I'm not telling y'all not smoking. I'm not y'all parent. Right. But it's kids that go to school here. Y'all, no, not even, look, back, now, I ain't even going to respect yet. I say, what do y'all look like every day? My kid coming out of school saying y'all smoke marijuana. And y'all not that, y'all way older than them, but y'all right there. Like when they look up, they see you.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
They
don't just see me. Yeah. You feel me?
That's the one that make all the jump shots.
That's
how you make the jump shots.
Exactly.
You feel me? So I can't not say nothing. Like somebody asked me, like, why would you give your energy to something like that? I was like, you know why? Because not giving my energy to it, I see nothing but bad energy come from it towards me. So therefore, if I give my positive energy to it, no matter if I'm saying, all right, look, this person can't come near me, or we can't do this, or whatever. Like, I'm still not saying I don't love you or you can't be around me. Right. But that bullshit, we got to kill it. And you got to be vice versa with me.
There's no more, it's no like more, there's no hiding. Like, okay, I mean, we quite sure we all did our thing back in school, smoking and all that. But you know what? I went to Rockland, I ain't gonna lie. We had plenty of woods around there. We wasn't smoking around no school building or nothing like that. We was in the woods.
In the woods.
In the woods.
Jumped off.
Probably when we come in school, we smell like a pound, but you ain't see me do it.
Right.
He blew it on me. He blew that.
I mean, it's.
But now it's just straight blatant with it.
Yeah. And that goes to the respect thing.
Blatant. Let me look. I worked at Harbor City, right? I've been in the school system since 1995. Last year, I worked at Harbor City. You know, alternative school. It's an alternative school. So, my first day there, first day of school, we in there. So, the day going on, the assistant principal is by the front door, kids is behind them, smoking, not hiding, in the hall, just blowing. Go in the bathroom, they blowing. It was a shootout. outside that school, broad daylight. The kid that did the shooting walked in front of the assistant principal, the principal, all of them standing outside watching us going. They walked in, went in the bathroom, smoked a blunt. I seen this. They act like they ain't see it. I walk in behind them like to holler at the kid. Man, that was the most crazy.
I remember you always talk about that one.
Like every day like that. Look, I ain't trying to go to prison, but if I work here, I'm good. But if anything happened, the administrators ain't got my back. So like I used to talk to my father about this every day. Like, man, is it worth it?
And they scared. I mean, there's some people, they just in it for the paycheck.
Yep.
See, that's the thing. It ain't a lot of money.
I ain't dealing with them. And yeah, if he going to do this, man, I ain't dealing. They liable to do anything. They crazy. I'm just going. He doing that. Turn the other way.
Hey, look, don't go nowhere, y'all. We will be right back.
Right back at this break, man.
We'll be back.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the how
much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, you know, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, you know, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, you know, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live United. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization, I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think, so
You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known that.
Normal to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social. You work in social innovation and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Be Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out.
And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature. And I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do. And I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back, y'all. We back.
A lot of positivity in the building.
Yes, sir.
Got Mr. Masio Smith in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Got some soldiers with him. Positive soldiers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let you.
Scotty, Keith, and Akil. Scotty and Keith work at the barbershop.
Okay.
Keith is the owner of the barbershop.
Okay.
Keith started the movement, part of the movement.
Okay. Okay. Tell us about the movement.
The movement team is just a non-profit organization that just addresses all the needs of the community. Right? We community builders. We deal with kids in elementary school, all the way to adults in the city center. We provide resources. There's nothing in the community that we can't touch.
Okay. Before we go any further, please let the viewers and the listeners know how they can get in contact with you.
You can go on the website, themovementteam.com. Or you can reach out to the office number. It's 443-690-3531.
I'm gonna put that in here. 443-690-3531. 3531.
Yes, sir.
Put that in.
Movement team.
Movement team.
Yes, sir.
Movement team. I got it. How long have you been in existence?
Oh man, since 2009.
Okay. What drove you to basically get back to the youth?
Really, man, just got tired of, Muslim, and just got tired of cleaning these kids' bodies, man. Just got tired, and when you get tired, you can't just say you're tired, you gotta do something. You understand? So, I just seen some horrific things in that room with them young men.
Yeah.
After past their body. It's been rough. Yeah. So, I challenged some men, started off the Greenmount Avenue. Went off Greenmount Avenue, I rode down the street, and every other corner was a brother with a kufi on. And I said, we're doing something wrong. That's not what we stand for.
Right.
So I challenged all the men in that neighborhood to get them young kids off that corner. Or at least take the kufis off.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So a week later, they called me up and said, well, we need your help. We need your help. So I said, all right, I can't call you out. Right. And y'all not call me out.
Right.
And since then, man, we started off at one school. And the first time we tried to get into school was Francis Inwood, Excel Academy.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't get in.
Oh.
Couldn't get in. I had a load, I delivered gasoline, man. I had a load sitting on the yard, man. It cost me $1,000 just to go to that school. Cause I missed my time one day.
Yeah.
And I stayed with it.
Yeah.
I stayed with it. But I was listening to the brothers talk, and the brothers was like, man, I tell them that, man, you don't want to go to prison, man, be better than me. But everybody tell them that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody tell them that. The kids say, oh, they go another one with that same story.
Right.
They needed some resources.
Right.
They needed some success stories. They needed stories to say, this is how you get there.
Right.
So what we did was we partnered with a lot of organizations. So anything that a child, a young man, woman, whatever they go through, we can reach out on our network and we can help.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely get you information because I work in an elementary middle school.
Of course.
So I work at Commodore John Rogers Elementary Middle.
Awesome.
I coach the basketball team
That's
too.
good.
So
That's good.
yeah,
man.
but I always try to stay hands on.
Oh, you got to.
Then like my son's up north, Ben. So I'm in the mix.
How is North Bend?
How?
Yeah, like school wise.
Good school.
It's cool.
Yeah, good school.
It's elementary, middle, right?
Yeah. Now, honestly, the school I'm at now, Commodore John Rogers, is well diverse. It's Mexican. We got Muslim. We got. I'm talking from Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Not speaking English.
These all community.
Yeah, we got. It's a big melting pot.
Yes.
Laptops in every class. Good school. I want my son to transfer from North Bend to go to my school.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So check that out. That's what's up, man. That's good. We got some good positive brothers doing some good positive things.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times you got a lot of parents that look at the show.
Oh yeah.
And I try to get mentors to come through, but a lot of them, we don't know where to go. Proof is here, so I mean, this is an opportunity. So anybody out there listening, you know, you need a mentor.
Get the numbers now.
Then I posted the number. You can even call us up at 410-702-5657 if you got any questions. And hopefully, you know, we can do some service.
But also, man, you know, we need more men to get involved and get trained to be a mentor.
Yeah.
Put me down.
You gotta be trained because the thing is, man, you gotta be trained how to deal with kids with trauma.
Right.
Because we all got trauma. We all have experienced things. You know, when Baltimore get used to murders, that's bad.
That's bad.
It's like
Can I elaborate on that as far as the meeting?
Yes.
When you and Dr. Bundy was saying 317 killings, homicides in Baltimore last year. And the 21215 area was what? 42 homicides and 40 was headshots. 21217 was 38 homicides, 28 was headshots. 21223 was, I think he said, was 40 some murders.
Yeah.
And 30 was 20, 28, 29 was headshots. So we had to, when we hooked up with Akil, positive brother, to pull us in. As far as we be working at the barbershop, we already formed our boys club.
Okay.
And to reach out to young men, because they next in line.
Yeah.
They next in line. So, you know, it started from Akil to the barbershop. We want other barbershops to get involved.
Okay.
And, you know, we have the tournament coming up again this year. We have our basketball tournament again. And in 2000, with the first tournament, it was like 28 kids. The second tournament, we had 38 kids.
Okay.
This year, we got already around, what, 50 some kids? 52 kids. So each year it's growing.
I want to put my team in.
And we don't have Kobe Bryant's and LeBron James. No disrespect to those brothers.
It's all out of pocket.
But we have this brother and that brother that been in prison 10, 15 years come talk to these kids. Because it's, you know, give them some real stuff on
Right. That's what they need.
Reality.
Yeah.
That's what they need. You know, it's really a lack. It's really a lack of guidance when it comes to the community. And you know, me being in the streets for years, I really understand, being on the outside now, when I look back at it, that we don't even understand how many young men, and ourselves as grown men, especially coming up from in the streets, that we don't even know how to identify with the fact that there's so many of us walking around with PTSD.
Yeah.
You know, that's something people think of. They think about PTSD, but they think of it and they identify with war. But they don't understand the communities that we come up in the streets that we come in the city, it's war.
You're right.
And the war that we going through, it's a real war because it's close up. You know, sometimes in war, you know, you got a guy with a tank, they shooting from far away, but you sitting right here and you see this happening. Like me, I'm a product. I have PTSD. I suffer from anxiety badly. There's times I gotta leave and just get away from everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm having heart attacks. I go back and forth to the hospital because the feeling that I have. Yeah. And I was diagnosed with it. But My story is, I got a dark story. You know, my grandma raised, she had like 38 grandkids. She raised 8 of us in the household. 2 girls, 6 boys. Out of the 6 boys, I'm the only boy left. Everybody was murdered. And less than a mile away from where we lived at. From my grandmother's home. I lost my son last year. I had 5 daughters and 1 son. I lost my only son last year.
We going at the thing you say about war. Like when you in a war, this enemy has this enemy has that.
You know the enemy look like.
War, our enemy could be right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Which
right beside.
And every
you don't even know it. You
and that's the part that's discouraging.
Yeah.
And just realizing and understanding that as black men, and I don't think that we can't blame the young kids for what's going on, because the system that has been set up and the way it was designed, we try to fight a battle. We try to fight a battle. But if you look at the battle that we're trying to fight, where's the help gonna come from? Like really, where's the help gonna come from? Because we sit here, we discuss it. He done something, he took it, and he acted on it. But how many really act? You know, and then the guys they look up to. And another thing that really bothers me is the fact of, we say in a format that they express themselves through the music, but we can let them express themselves through music. But grown men shouldn't be expressing the things that these kids are expressing, because you have to think as a grown man. And if they see you think as a grown man,
then
they'll act and portray what you give off.
Right.
And when we came up in the 80s and the early 90s, it was party music.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when guys talked about getting money, it was about getting money, but having fun.
Right.
But now it's a thing of getting high. It's okay.
Yeah.
They've made it okay. But do they understand the damage that it does? And then the women in our communities, the women and the mothers, what they're left to deal with.
Right.
It's so many guys that don't recognize how important it is for a mother. Yeah, she might. Yeah, child support is an issue. But really, are you really taking care of your kid like you're supposed to? Like, are you really taking care of your kid like you're supposed to? Because don't be honest with yourself.
Be honest with you.
Be honest with yourself.
Right.
Because, yeah, you might go out and spend $500 a day, but that mother, he's dead. When he's sick, she got to deal with him with the fever. It's the women don't get enough credit in the black community. And when we don't respect the women, the young men, our sons, nephews, cousins, brothers, they don't respect them because what we give off. If we have something bad to say about the mother, we should take it to the side and deal with it.
Right.
Because it all starts with us.
True.
But at the end of the day, it takes things like this and forms like this.
Yeah.
Because it's a formula.
Yeah.
This is a formula. This is a formula to try to come to a means to stop some of the things that's going on. And if you got 100 of them, and if you can save 2 out of 100, he might go to have 12 kids.
Right.
And he turn out positive. So you can't save 100. We already know you can't save all 25.
Right.
But if you can save 1 or 2, you done your job.
Right.
So I really think our mission is as men is to try to come together, man.
That's what it's about. Every day, all day.
You know, stop being so sensitive towards each other.
Right.
You know, because we do have a tendency of bringing that sensitive side out of us. You know what I'm saying? And then you get caught up in your feelings.
Yep.
You know, but this what we're going through in our community is real big.
Right. Bigger than your feelings.
Yeah. It's bigger than feelings.
It's bigger than your feelings, man.
Right.
Get out your feelings.
Get out your feelings.
Get out your feelings,
Get out of it.
man. You're in your feelings.
Get out. Get
The
out
majority of these murders today is about feelings, man.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Nothing else. About your feelings.
It's about your feelings.
And then the thing, the worst, the thing that makes it even more horrible and horrific, the things that take place is the fact that you have guys that misguide and mislead these young men into doing these things for benefit, to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
Do you really care about them?
Right.
What you just was talking about with your nephew. You got your nephew with you. At 30 years old, your mindset to think, to know something wasn't wrong, that already lets me know you have a positive mindset. People don't understand how far a hello can go to a kid on the corner that you think is a thug or you think is he hard and hardcore. You don't understand. They just walk past him and look at him like, man, I ain't dealing with them. They off the chain. But how about when you walk past them, instead of saying that, and say, how y'all brothers doing?
Yeah.
If you do it every day, you will see a different result. Because everything is hard. It takes warming up to make it soft.
Right.
Something that's cold, if it's frozen, it takes a little warmth to thaw it out.
Right.
You know, I just that just brought me back to a saying that I kind of reverted in reverse today. You know, when you tell a person, "Don't take my kindness as a weakness," when the whole time my kindness is not a weakness. It exactly is what it is. I'm being kind.
Yeah.
You're being weak.
Right.
Thinking you gonna take advantage of me because I'm kind.
Yeah. Right. That's it.
So we're gonna change that today.
Exactly.
You are not weak because you being kind. The person who think they gonna take advantage, that's the weak person.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're looking for an angle to get over.
Yeah.
That's weakness.
Right.
Because if I want to speak something or say something, this is how I feel. I'm gonna come to you, and I feel like a lot of times people don't be blunt about how they feel.
Right.
And you have to teach your children. Listen to me. If you feel in a certain kind of way, come to me and talk to me. You ain't got to be disrespectful, but let me know how you feel.
Right.
Because if I never tell you I got a problem with you, then how am I supposed to know?
Right. Hey, now we be right back. We gotta go to a break. Don't go nowhere.
With that.
It is.
You know it's getting hot.
We be right back.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a sec, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BeExposedRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or at BeExposedRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals is they're like one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I might record us behind the scenes getting deep in here. I got hey Chad, shouts out to Chad. Chad is a faithful viewer calling from Texas. He tunes in every week and he's always giving positive info. He said, how can we reprogram our youth, these styles of now, to make them kings and queens again without our generation judging them or tearing their minds down? Tearing down their minds.
I can take it back as simple as this. We got to go back to teaching our kids. Like I was taught, this is TV. Little, not they ain't tell me exactly like this, but basically this is what I got. This TV, little nigga. Basically, you can get on it. You can be an entertainer, cause that's how you got to get on there. Or you can be on a commercial or how. But this is TV. You can't go out this side this door and do that shit that they doing on TV and think you're gonna get away with it. That's one. Oh, here's a game system. Son, this is a game. This is for your entertainment.
Right.
When you're bored. This is not for you to analyze your life about. You know what I mean?
That's another thing.
This is a movie. This is music. Like you feel me? Once you teach them and let them know, like prime example, one of the words of the day with my son was sacrifice. I asked him, did he know what sacrifice was? You know, he ate, so he said no. I love my son, but I always told him, answer me honestly. I don't want to know if you think you know and all that. No, tell me honestly. Right. He said no. I said, all right, we're going to talk about good sacrifice. I say, a good sacrifice is, notice how you like to play the game a lot, but you say you want to go to the NFL? Maybe you got to sacrifice sometimes on that video game and say, Daddy, let's go play some ball outside, or I want to go run, or some things towards the NFL nature. Right. So that way you can entertain yourself with the video game when you get to the NFL. You can make your own video game. Yeah. Because you like video games so much. You can be, matter of fact, you can go to school for graphic designing, get the people to pay your college tuition, scholarship, being good in football, and say the NFL. I wouldn't care. That's what I would love for you to do, son. But at some time, you got to make a sacrifice for the things that you want, because you have to work hard for those things. Nothing is given to us right now, son. We got to work super 10 times double hard, so you can't talk and not walk the walk.
Gotcha. I think one of the major things is experience and exposure.
Yep.
Our kids is being exposed to the wrong things.
All the time.
So it's not about telling them that TV bad or the game system bad. Expose them to something different.
Yeah, and you're right. And you're right. And it's like, you know, and it's absolutely right, because we have to start. We've been taught so many things that ain't been right for so long. And just because grandma's a good person and they told us this way, don't mean it was right. True. So we have to start educating ourselves. And one of the things of education is, people think of education, they always think of a school. They think of a college. Those things are good attributes, because those are things that can take you to gateways to the next level. But true education is in what you teach and the knowledge you obtain. See, if you open up a book, see, because it's one thing for me, it's always, I was taught this younger as a child from my father. He said, if you hear a topic and it's something you don't know about, the next time that topic come up, for you to educate yourself, is to go and say, okay, I hear them talking about making space shuttles and what they're using. So if you hear, he say, if it catches your mind and it intrigues you, then it's your job to do your research and your work to find out what it is. So education is about, you have to teach your children to educate themselves, and you have to help them along the way. You know, because we already know in life, school is lovely. School is an excellent thing. It's free. It don't cost nothing. College is a good thing, but everyone's not ready for college. Everyone's not ready for that setting. So you got to find out what it is your child like to do. But one thing that I think was wrong in our school system is no trades being taught to our children. They do not know how to survive. If things go bad today or tomorrow, do they know how to plant? Do they know how to plant their own food? No. Do they know how to operate a weapon, really? Nope. Just think about it. Just think about it. People look at guns as such a bad thing, but guns are not bad. It's the people that use guns and what you're using them for that makes it bad. Right. Carrying a gun, so many people think, oh, you carry a gun, you get 5 years. By law, a gun is a misdemeanor. It carries a maximum penalty of 3 years. It's only when you use it in the nature of a crime that makes it a felony. But we have to teach our children the right things. We have, like Akil said, we have to expose them. We have to expose them to new ways and new things of thinking. We have to let them know that there's more to life than just this. See, because dressing good, getting a good haircut, going out funning and partying, those are things, those are wants. Right. But what really do our children need? Our children need, first of all, our children need good diets.
Yes.
They need good diets. See, because the sicknesses that we take on, all the medication they pump into us, you got to think about, if you read the back of labels and you see what all things that you put in your body, can you, if I get a candy bar and it's a paragraph, why am I eating? This is a paragraph. If I get a box of crackers and it's a paragraph, why do I need this? Like, really? But if you think about it, you start eating that way, now your child 8 years old and got diabetes. Because you pumping them full of sugar and juice all day long. Juice. Where's the water at?
Right.
We have, like Akil hit it on the nose, we have to start exposing our children to things the correct way. And as men and as parents, we need to stop giving these children choices.
Yeah.
You have to make the choice for them. I see so many mothers, because I work in a barbershop, come in and ask a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, what kind of haircut you want today?
Wait till we come back for it.
Yeah, we can come back
for it. You know we heating up.
Yeah, we got to go another break, y'all.
Right back, another break.
We be right back.
It was a wonderful barbershop, man, yesterday. It was just seriously.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, you know, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, you know, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, you know, they're losing right now.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Touch about, you know, the influence of basically like the materialistic stuff and all that. Like today, my son, there was another conversation we had today. He said, "Daddy, you think a car is faster than a cheetah?" I said, "Yeah, for sure." He said, "Yeah, a car better than a cheetah, right?" I said, "Hell no, you out your mind." I say the car was built off the cheetah.
Yeah.
The cheetah was the fastest running thing on earth, as we know, as humans.
Yeah.
So we engineered something to go as fast or faster than the cheetah.
Right. And the horse, because it's horsepower.
So who do you think is better? Then I got to break it, like I got to breaking them down. Where though he like, oh yeah.
Over his mind. You got and that's the thing of exposure.
It's not what we can create, is what we are. What we are, that's great. Not what we can. We know we can create. It's what we are that's great. Like I believe the human body can do so much, and we're so docile and so just down in the dark. It's ridiculous. I'm talking about ridiculous. We fuck around, fly, walk on water, do all types, but we will never know. Why? Because we use about this much percentage of our brain every day.
We mentally lazy. Brother Akil, when you mentioned something about the women, and that's what I meant to touch on. I see, working in the barber shop, the amount of mothers that come in with the sons, sometimes it's a little scary because what bothers me the most is I'll see certain men come to the barber shop and get a haircut, and I know they are sons, you know. And when the sons that you see come with the fathers, the structure is totally different than the sons you see that comes with the mother. And as me as a father, I have a lot of clients that the mother come and say, well, I see him and she like, well, his father taking him to the barber shop now. And I'll be like, that's excellent.
Right.
That's good. He needs that.
Yeah.
See, because the women, they are the most important thing that we have.
What?
That's the best. That's the most best obtainable gift a man can have is a woman.
Right.
Is a woman.
Say it again.
Because without them, we don't stand a chance.
So let me interject, man. So y'all in the barber shop, y'all see this happen.
Yeah.
And you see it's a problem. Right? Y'all have a program that y'all mentor young boys.
Yeah.
So you gotta help the mothers.
Yes.
Y'all gotta start a program that the mothers can bring their sons, and y'all get with their sons and teach them how to be men.
And guess what?
That's what y'all gotta do.
And guess what? And and we do it. And I tell mothers all the time, and I tell my clients what I tell them, Keith. I say, leave him. You start bringing your son, leave him with, you can leave.
That we had,
because what I understand, because I talks to my clients, all my young clear clients, I talks to them, you know, and the times that we're in, and I really talk to my young men clients that coming in 7, 8, 6 years old. I talk to them, and I don't do baby. I don't like talking like babies and all that. I talk to them where they can recognize. See, because they can communicate, because now you build the social skills, and you've been the social from a man to a young man, because that's what you want them to become.
So let me ask you this: after you talk to them and they leave you, who's talking to them?
That's it. Consistency.
Yep. So don't start something you can't finish.
You're
so
right.
It's good to drop something on a kid, but if you ain't gonna be in that kid life, you better not say nothing to him. You understand?
Yeah, and I feel you.
I'm just gonna tell y'all this on now, man. What you saying you see is a problem.
Yes.
Fix it.
Gotcha.
You saying to take money? It don't.
It don't.
It don't.
Time.
Money will come. Just help the women. We can't sit here and say women are this and women is that, but we're not doing nothing to help them.
Yeah.
I went to a funeral the day for yesterday, and in the process of going to the burial site, a woman called me from Cherry Hill, named Abby. Miss Abby called me from Cherry Hill, and she said, "What are we going to do about the women and the children getting slaughtered in the street?" And I'm in a recession line going to a burial site, and she's crying on the phone. She's crying. She says a lot of women in the Cherry Hill area, they hurt. Their loved ones is getting murdered. So I couldn't say, you know what, I'm working on it. I said, get them all together. You get them all together, and we're going to come out, and whatever they need, we're going to try to make it right. We can't bring their loved ones back. But she's right.
You're right.
Women and children get slaughtered in the street, man. It's never
happened
like this.
That's unheard of.
Consistency is every day, man.
Yeah.
We got to run to adversity.
Gotcha.
So adversity came to you, you addressed it, and you let it walk out the door. And that kid, man, need a lot of work. He didn't get that way overnight.
Oh, no, not at all.
You understand? It took 6, 7 years for that kid to get spoiled like that.
Yeah.
The mother need help.
That's it.
Right? So I tell y'all this, man. Y'all start a program in the shop, and the movie team gonna back it.
That's it.
Plain and simple.
That's it.
You start a program in the shop, mothers can drop their kids off on a certain day.
And that's it.
And drop them off, man. We playing.
And I don't have a problem.
Do all that kind of stuff. It's done.
I don't have a problem.
That's
the plan.
That's the plan. We ain't gonna sit here and talk about all the stuff that needs to be done.
That's already the plan.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Boys Club.
Yeah.
Let's
do it. Because I feel like that. Because when me losing my son, that was one of the things that just losing so many men in my family. It bothers me, and that's why I like to, I really like to sit down, and I really like to talk. I like to analyze, and that's why when I see young brothers, like the little brothers that I see every day, I speak to them, I talk to them, Young brother he would always come in the barbershop, speak to me. Every week, I seen something in him. Everybody say he wild. But he always would come to the back, Uncle Scotty, what's up, and holler at me. And I would speak to him and I would talk to him. He was just talking to me, telling me about he cutting hair, showing me some haircut. He got murdered last week. Left out the barbershop that day, got murdered last week.
So that right there, that's your field. Right
Yeah, that's it.
You can't let another kid walk out of that barbershop without addressing him and staying with him and giving him a link to call you.
That's it.
We gotta be present.
Yeah, got to.
That's it. That kid probably was reaching out for hope, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing that bothered me, because I told him, I said, look, do this. I'm gonna give you the thing to the thing. I said, you can get in the school, the hair school. I said, listen to me, you can get it. I gave him the number, the Empire. I said, go there. I said, they gonna accept you. They gonna accept you. You ain't got no job. They will take you. He said, oh, no, I'm gonna try. I'm trying my best, because I've been cutting. And I'm saying, you doing good. I said, oh, you got. I said, you stay up on it. You go there. I guarantee you can come in here. You'll be able to come in here and work. You got what it takes. And he was gone. And it bothered me when they told me that. When they told me, it really bothered me. It really bothered me. It bothered me a whole lot, because just to see the stuff that goes on, man. And you're right, a call to action. And it's like, I've been battling with it, but I got to do something about it, because I've been battling with it for the longest. What can I do? Like, what can I do?
So as a whole, what do we think we sitting at this round table need to stop?
You gotta put it to action. You gotta put it to action.
Let's start with one.
One kid to 10.
This one. Be there for him. Go visit him at home. Go visit him at school. Help his mom. See what kind of resources they need. The mom need a job. They need food. They need money for the gas and electric. They need clothes. Anything they need, man, we got it.
You help it. Yeah.
Help them.
Because they need help.
So basically, that's what it's all about down to.
Resources, but bringing it to them.
Bringing it to them.
Help.
Help.
You don't gotta do
Help somebody.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just
one kid at a time.
That's it.
Help somebody.
One kid at a time.
Each one teach one.
I want to say big up.
Y'all just
big up the
That's like my little client.
y'all just gave me, I mean, definitely Akil just gave me a definite way. I'm gonna definitely start passing my number out after I say something. You want to holler,
be more supportive.
Yeah,
I could be reached in.
Yeah, exactly. Because I got an actual instance where, or a situation. I don't know if I said it already. I was taking my son to the daycare, or whatever. And little kids were smoking. So after I addressed them, you know, me coming and every time they see me with my son, or even if they just see anybody, I see them moving. I see them going all the way over to the basketball court and to do whatever they're doing or whatever. And they wasn't, you know, disrespecting nobody, being loud or nothing like that. But like I told them, it was just, like I said before, when my son might come outside for recess, he look up to you. Right. He don't see me at the moment. Right. And like one of y'all said, you could be shooting the basketball or whatever. Like my son can grow older. You can grow older with my son. We're in Baltimore City. That is
right.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's real. It's
like,
real
you know what I mean? So it's imperative that you know, like, I just don't have the influence on my child when he come out the door. You do too, young brother, young sister.
I had one last year.
And I'm not saying
I had one last year. I really took a liking to him, and he started coming to the barbershop with his cousin, but his cousin left the barbershop. And I took to him, and I had him at the shop. He would come every day. We pay him by the day, looked out for him, and school time came, and he was wild. I just kept telling him, gave him my number. His mother had my number, talking to him, DeMar.
I know you're talking about.
And just looking up to him, and school time came, and he just disappeared. Like, he was gone. I called his phone. The phone was broke. I was going to help him get a phone. Was gone, and didn't see him. And a couple weeks ago, his cousin came in and said, man, he cracked up on his mother, man. We had to deal with him, this and that. But I worried about him. I called his mother, and after that, I called his mother. After that took place, I called her up, and she was like, he just running wild. And I was like, tell him he always welcome. I said, he can always come back.
Open. Nah, man. Nah.
Go chase him, go find him?
No. Excuse me. It's not enough. You gotta go get him.
Yeah.
If you had him, it's your responsibility
to get him.
You gotta go get him.
Yeah.
If he running wild, you bring him back in.
I gotta get him.
I go with you.
Yeah.
Come on.
I gotta go get
See,
him because I like them.
The thing is, when he left and went to school and his pattern changed, you supposed to brought him back.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
What's
He left.
going on?
And he left before school. And I tried, called him up.
Bro, you gotta get when you get a kid, you get all this information. You go to his house. You sit down in the kitchen with him and you eat with him. You take him food. You understand?
Yeah.
And this is what we do, man. We ain't doing that. We keep seeing the situation and put a band-aid on it, man. We got to go into them homes. They got to see ain't no men in the homes. So you go sit and you eat at his table. You tell his mother sit down. Come on, we gonna eat as a family.
Yeah.
Once I find out, I get where you're going now. Cause think about it though. If we all have this same attitude, once we find out what cause when I'm sitting down eating with you, now you talking your shit. Yeah, I be chilling up here with such and such. Now you feel me? So now, boom, like you said, once you out of line, call you up top, call him up, you feel me? Now there's 3 of us running down on you. Right. Now you looking crazy running from your boys outside, from these guys that's older than you. You're gonna want to act tough at first, but you know what we coming for. Right. You know how we connected. We ain't connected from the hand. We connected right here. Right here.
Accountability.
Right, yeah. Okay, so now you running. You
Because now I'm sitting down with you. Because now you face to face with me. Because now I get to see the real you.
You know what it is? He can identify and say, I feel safe with you.
Yeah.
You're willing to
And
come
he did.
into my house and love me enough to sit down and eat with me. Love me enough to do that. I'm going to look at you differently.
And you know what? And the funny part,
chasing me down,
I would sit down and rap to him, and there's so much he told me. Me and him spent the time together. There's so much he told me. Like he would tell me, like it's so much, and I'll be like, damn, that's what's going on with you. And he would be like, and I would see it like, damn. And I told him, I said, I got you. And he came faithfully. And I was like, when he was gone, I was like, where he at? And I'm like, man.
We have a program, a mentor program at Dorothy at Heights. We got 20 boys and 1 girl. And I teach the boys how to respect
the one girl. Yeah, she there.
She the queen.
Yeah.
Before they sit, they make sure she sit. When she has to go to the restroom, they all stand. When she come back, they stand. Right? She don't touch no doors, nothing. And the thing is, man, I just honestly pretty much adopted this little girl. No male role model.
Dang.
Right? I had to.
Yeah, you had to.
I can't teach her how to be a young lady, but there's nobody at home.
To back it up.
You know what I'm saying? So I just had to say, listen, I'm going to treat her like I treat my kids. It's that little bit.
Yeah.
But I asked her if that was okay with her. Being her life outside of school.
Yeah, because you know what? Because now, because you giving her, you letting her know, I need your permission to come into your life. I need that from you. As a male, I need your permission.
The female
and now she'll use that the rest of her life.
The female need the male like the son need the mother.
You right?
Yeah.
Right.
The female need
the male.
Need that father.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
Just like the son
need the mother.
We had to teach the son, and the mother had to teach the daughter, but the daughter need that male.
Yes, we need our mom.
Yeah, we need our mom, man. And my mom, my mother not here, but I got my grandma raised me. But I'm be honest with you, that did something too.
I'll tell you like this: I had 9 brothers. It's 9 of us. My mama raised me.
And you love
pop, went work. My mama raised me. My mama was the.
This how I know his mother made an impact on his life. Last week he had somewhere to be. May say, I got to be out here they told me be there. I got to be here at 9:15. Linked on everybody and was gone. He said, because my mother tell me be there, my mother gonna go upside my head. And when he talk about his mother, it's like he's 7 years old. It's like he's 7. I trips everything. And honestly, I didn't have that with my mother. But I had my grandmother, but that was something that I always just wanted.
Right.
I missed that from my mother.
Some of these households don't have their mother and their father. Some of them don't have neither. Some of them with the grandmother. How many kids listen to the grandmother? Because it's an elderly
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
It's a gap.
It's a big gap. So if they don't have the mother or the father, they may have an aunt or uncle. But don't listen to the grandmother because the grandmother is the sole provider.
Yeah.
Oh, she's stuck in a way.
Yeah, she's stuck in a way.
And that
like Akil said, it's a longer gap.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we gotta go to a break, y'all. We will be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, because that's funny that you said that with that gap, because it's like now, when I was coming up, my grandmother, it was just so much structure.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
So we were talking about critical thinking. So we definitely believe that critical thinking is one of the first things we need to start implementing, not just simply being told things. Or how about this? You know, we tend to listen to people who get assigned certain positions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when they have certain positions, we tend to think that it's truth attached to that because of their position, right?
Right.
Is that always the case, though?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's probably one of the biggest reasons we should be doing some critical thinking.
Yes, I agree. I definitely.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child, and believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah. So you said you wanted to teach kids about sex ed stuff, man. Brother, from what I hear, you told your nephew, you already got it.
You got it, yeah. You already got it. You got it in you.
You taught your nephew this how to be a man and respect yourself. A lot of people don't do that.
Nope.
We say, man, the more girls you got,
yeah,
the stronger you are.
Mm-hmm.
No, so you already got it. There's nothing stopping you.
That's why I told you. When you told the story you told me earlier, I was intrigued what you said, because when you said about the young lady being at your house, man, people don't think, we think that way, but at 30 years old, you don't have 30-year-old, be like, man, come on in. That was like serious, and he was like, I had to call my mother and say, what's up? Like, how is it cool for your daughter just to be at my house like this? That was like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, most people would look at you and prejudge you, brother. They would prejudge you just by a look alone, but not knowing how your mind is.
That's how I love punching niggas in the face all day.
That's it.
Not physically. I
mentally,
love
the mental.
But it's
the mental.
Glow.
Yeah.
People don't know.
Yeah, people I love him. I love him, man. I swear. I love him. I love it
for a reason.
Let me tell you, honestly, you got what it takes. You one of the ones, honestly, you have what it takes that would really draw them in. It would capture their attention.
Because
because they're gonna look at you, but when you get to speaking, they really gonna draw it in.
What? I'm gonna tell you how I caught Shorty. Like you said, you want me to cap on Black and Mild, right? So another little young girl working, she like, can you get me a cigarillo? I said, how old is you?
What the hell going on?
Yeah. How old is you? Oh, I'm 18, but I left my ID in the house. Oh, you gonna have to go get your ID.
Why? If you let me, you go get it and come back and get it yourself.
Said, I'm ready to tell both of y'all something. When I decided I wanted to smoke, I waited till I was 18 to be able to cap my own belongings because I wanted to do it.
Right.
I understood the degree of what I was doing.
Yeah. You know how many people that went and got that for him?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Foolish.
But listen, I got there with him. I went to school with him. He was mad. Like he got mad at me, and like that's why I said, like you said, I got to start giving my number out because he was mad. But he was looking at me like, yeah, that's how I feel about you. I say, you 16. I say, how many hours you spent in school? He said, I didn't go to school today. I say, how much money you got in your pocket then? Yeah, you asking me to help you cop a Black and Mild, so you ain't got shit. You broke as shit, bro. You a broke ass little nigga, no education. You ain't learning nothing. You ain't like I'm fucking him up. He like, yeah. Oh, you thought I was ready to come with some more? No, I'm in your ass, and that's how I want to be with all of them. Like, all right, we can spar after this too. You probably got a little more energy, but I'm ready to start running for that. Like I'm ready for y'all. Like I'm coming for y'all. Like it's imperative that I save y'all. Like I was thinking of my nephew possibly get hit by a straight bullet. Possibly, you know what I mean? Something like that. Oh, you got robbed and the nigga shot you and you a young age. I ain't worried about you catching HIV and all the other shit that they can't get rid of about this mother. I'm not worried about that. But when it hit home, it's like, oh my Lord.
What the hell? What I'm gonna do? Is he gonna get sick and die?
Hey, man, this your second time, little nigga. So it's like, what the? You feel me?
Right.
He ain't even 25 yet. He ain't even get the dog in him yet. Like, he ain't even, oh my God, this nigga think he loud, huh? This boy, you ain't know nothing yet.
Nothing.
You don't know nothing. You got that scared, but you don't know nothing. You hear an NBA young boy talking about he got herpes and he's still loving this girl. Nothing wrong with that, but it's an image and a perception you putting out to these young brothers that come on, and you feel me? Just a youth period that's just like, no, fellas.
Stop.
No. Like I will tell a nigga all day, I love music. But like I tell, like they waking up hearing songs like this. Like I tell niggas, wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47s, Mac 11s, Glocks and 9s. I mean, if I wake up and hear that in the morning,
what mode you think it's gonna put you in? The music.
It set the
That's
tone.
a rap. That's a song. What?
And I ain't gonna lie, it rocks.
What you hear me?
That's the way they get them.
Wake up in the morning. What I always murder on my mind. We talk in the barbershop, and I say all the time. I say if I stop 47.
Mac 11.
Mac 11.
Glocks and 9.
Glocks and 9.
Look, it almost sound like an R&B song.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
that's serious. But guess what? when you mix it with the drugs they taking and the music, it's a trance. It's like a cocktail. How many of them you see with earphones on and they just walk down the street? You high, but then when you hear the music, you saying it's almost like I don't know if somebody came up, the record labels and the government came up with a lab to say if we give them this music and the tone, it's almost like hypnotizing them to it, where it gets in them enough where they plan it and they get to believe in it, man.
It's like that white man who made the powder puff girl.
Savage beats, man. That's it. And no matter what you do, that's like in the club back in the day. How would you do?
Music is
the club rah music on, but at the end of the night, what they would do? They put on the slows down. Everybody down, get out, so nobody don't carry on. So the music, and I always say what I say all the time. If I could do anything, I shut the music. It's done.
Yeah.
Let's start over.
It's ridiculous right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I ride down the highway in my tractor trailer, listen to my jazz. Music is everything.
Everything, man.
Jazz. Music is everything.
I was in a ride the other day, right? They had jazz on. I get in. He about to turn the lane to you. I say, nah, bro, what you doing?
Leave that on.
I said, leave that on, please. I don't. Like I say, bro, look,
they got to open their minds up to different music.
But I say, I ain't there. Leave that jazz on.
We expose our kids to it. If you expose your kids to jazz, they're going to like jazz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we expose them to R&B.
Yep, and that's
and they'll listen to that.
And the funny thing, like I tell my kids in the house, what I be telling my kids, you hear me tell my kids all the time, oh, you ain't playing that shit in my house.
Yeah.
I'm like, go upstairs and cut that shit off. Oh, you're not doing that. And my wife be like, I say, oh no, they're not listening to that in here. I'm not playing it, because I listen to 106.5. You know what I'm saying? I listen to all music. I don't just stay stuck. I listen to all contemporary rock, jazz, classical. I listen to it all because I like my mind. I like it all. But it's exposure.
Right.
Akil hit it on the nose. It's exposure is the number one thing that we lack. So now he gave me the formula, because it's always good to take information. So now it's the work. The work ain't gonna be hard.
Right.
But it wasn't that I gave you a formula. It's just I said I gave you a suggestion,
and I'm gonna put it to work.
I'm giving you the support. Do it. See, I can't point the finger and say do it and don't give you the help. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
You understand?
So I'm gonna do it. And I know and it's not. And the thing is about it, it's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be hard because they need us.
So that's tomorrow, bro.
They need us. It's not. They need us, and I want to see them succeed. I want to see them succeed, because I done seen too many leave. None of my male family members live to be 30 years old.
It's going to be at tomorrow is an anti-violence discussion, and it's going to be at Furman Elk Temple of 1200 Pennsylvania Avenue with Elijah Cummins and the mayor, Catherine Pugh. And basically it's going to be just a discussion. They bring in 50 men from the Sandtown, Penn North area, because that's where most of the homicides is happening at now. And just trying to ask them, man, how can we stop the violence? The same thing we doing. How can we stop the violence? But they're talking to the power to be in Baltimore, Elijah Cummins,
and the mayor.
And the mayor. So she just tired. They tired. Man. What is it that y'all need to stop killing each other?
Structure.
We stop. Right?
We need structure and discipline.
They're going, after the conversation
in the elementary school.
Yeah, after the conversation, they're going to have resources. Job, expungement, mental health, food, clothing. They're going to have everything that a person would need. But I tell them all the time, man, a lot of times people think jobs is the key. It's not. It's not. You got to find out what's the barriers to stopping an individual from wanting to go to work. What's the barrier to stopping individuals to just want to get up in the morning?
It's something.
Because you're going to take it to that workplace. This is no lie, man. We got 25 kids jobs from this one school. And take a guess how many of them still working?
All of them.
None. They couldn't handle it. They can't handle it. They can't handle being told what to do. Because they don't listen to nobody in school or at home. So when they go into an environment, you can tell them all day, this is how you get a job, you got to dress this way, going, but they don't know how to deal with their barriers.
Structure and discipline.
And deal with discipline.
Discipline.
Discipline is everything. Everything got to be handled with decency and order.
Yeah, right. That's it. You need order.
And that's what's missing with these kids these days. The
order. The order.
So and the household.
So where do it start if it don't start in the home?
It starts with individuals.
It start with individuals like this.
I'm just saying, if we not there.
But see what the
only thing I'm just saying, I understand this is a broad statement.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? This is a real broad statement.
So let me
it just start where in kindergarten.
My man.
That's
right.
It started in pre-K.
Yeah.
So by the time you get to the 5th, 6th grade, you already prepared.
Yeah.
Now we prepared you for the 7th, 8th grade. Then you prepared for that.
Right.
Now once you reach there, now we're gonna prepare you for the 10th and the 12th. Prepare you for that. Now you're ready for the world.
Right. Who's doing the preparing?
Yeah. See. Now who's doing the preparing? The system got to come in.
No.
We got to create one.
The system.
The system now. Let me finish. Let me finish. The system now is to bring them down.
Right.
They pushing them through. Average child don't have a 3rd grade education. You sit up in there, 17 years old, in the 8th grade.
Yeah. That's real.
Let me ask you.
You know what I'm saying? Because why? Ain't nobody showed him how to be productive. Nobody showed him no structure. Nobody showed him how to be disciplined.
So guess what?
Guess what? Let me finish, brother Scott.
Okay.
What happened was he ran wild. He was a loose cannon. He grew up being a loose cannon, ready to explode at any given time. Now he ready to go to prison when he explode. Now you are a adult. Yeah, you got plucked in your head when you was little, explode. That's when all that supposed to been attention supposed to been dealt with. You was out of order as a little kid, and we pacified it.
So
structure, they got it, man.
Right.
You could take a wild horse, and what you do with him? You get on him and you ride him. What you do? You break them in. And then when they go in the police service, when they go to the police force, what happens? When they go in the service, what happens? You get reprogrammed. But to reprogram them at zero ground, we ain't gonna have these problems, man. We're not gonna have these problems.
You're absolutely right. But just imagine this. That same kid in the kindergarten, right? That kid is going around other kids with problems. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that kid adapt those other issues and bring them home, or you may not see them. Because I ask anybody, do you really know who your kid is in school? You really don't know. Your kid can do all kinds of stuff. Smoke, rob, they come in the house, got straight A's. You don't even know your kid's doing that stuff.
Excellent kid.
Excellent kid. So the thing is, you're absolutely right though. But it all starts in school. The school is the key. Our philosophy, if we go to the schools, we can go into the homes. If I come up to you and say I want to help your son, you can be like, well,
right.
Who are you?
Who are you?
But if the school say,
I got
vetted him, he's good,
right?
They gonna say,
come on, bro. You passed my background check. We gonna call Mr. information.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna call Mr. What's his name to see what's been going on with you today. But before you call, well, mine ain't even gonna lie to you, man. He ain't gonna do nothing but this what I did. Cause now he know that you ain't gonna half step with him. But like you say, you already I'm in school with your child.
I started the program in the shop. Name of my shop, Family and Friends Barber Shop on Patterson Avenue. Right? It was about 8 years ago. Me and the barbers came together. We adopted a school. Okay. We took the 7 of the baddest kids out of school. Out of the 7, we lost 1. He got locked up. That's it. 1 went to, I think he had won 2nd place in the Martin Luther King Challenge, Character Challenge. And he wrote a paragraph about me and another one of the barbers, how we encourage him to be a barber and a barber owner and to reach back and support.
Why you stop the program?
Well, basically, let me finish.
That's what man shit to
Now, the program was real rough. These little guys talking about we gonna shoot you, give them a big bump to kill you, spitting all over the floor. You know what I mean? These some of the toughest. You know? So, like, look, come on, man. I need you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you need the movement. So I needed the movement, the mountains, and everything else that I wasn't.
Right.
So, you know, after we got these 7 guys to graduate out of school, all of them passed. You know, now they become young men. They still check back. And, you know, how you doing, Mr. Chief? You know, first they come in gritting, spitting, they ain't doing shit.
Right.
You know, now their language change and, you know, they morals and principles. And basically that's what I get out of what we installed in them. We brought them young guys around, millionaires, that they probably would never even come around. Right. Business owners that they probably never even come around. And everybody that came into that shop, I told them what kind of program that we was volunteering doing and talk to the brothers. While we in there cutting hair.
Right.
Man, sit your butt down. Do your homework. Man, can you help me while I cut hair? I mean, it became a burden on me, but we made it work for that time frame. But his point was, why did I stop? Because it was becoming overwhelmed.
So that's
it was more kids coming. They was coming like, look, whoa, we can't handle all this. We'd have a small shop. And they bringing the girls and niggas like we can't handle all this. Right. So
we need help.
We need help.
So that's what I'm asking. Why you stop?
You got to reach out.
Sure we get you the help.
At that time, that group that we were dealing with moved on, and we did not grab another.
So now the thing is now we just got to put it to action. Yeah. We got to put it to action and we got to stay on it because you touched something earlier and you said don't start with them and then stop. Because that can damage them even more because now a lot of things in their lives get started and then the good things they start in their life, they leave them. And now that's damaging them again. So that's another point that you touched. And I understand exactly where you're coming from because as a kid, especially as a kid, and the kid is less fortunate that don't have that. And you find, that's like having your first girlfriend and you think you love her and like her and she break up with you. Man, the sun outside, you want it to be cloudy, hurting, you sick, you can't eat nothing. Yeah. So that's all for a kid. That's how it is because all of us been children before and we can recognize when something that we love or something that's close to us, when you get disappointed by it, man, it really hurts. And then after you get disappointed so long, you begin to become hardened. Now you can't trust. You know, you can't trust people. You don't want to deal with nothing. So now anything to try to get close to you is hard. The barrier is built up.
Listen to this. It's thick. A kid been lied to by everybody.
Yes.
Everybody keep letting him down. He has no hope.
None.
And he wakes up in the morning and hear that song.
Yes, sir. Well, say it again. Please say that line again.
That's serious, though.
Wake up in
the morning.
I got murder on my mind. AK-47, Mac 11s, Glocks, and 9s.
And he's loaded.
Somebody gonna die.
Somebody dying.
You're done, son.
That's how it happened.
Because once he get his hands on it,
it's over.
It's over.
I'm gonna tell you something. Squeezing that pistol is like fucking.
Listen. And once he because
and then that pussy it's just like
and then the thing that make it more evil, the thing that make it worse is the fact that they respect it.
And it becomes very addictive.
It's respected in our community.
It's respected.
It becomes
respected. That's the ridiculous shit. That's respected.
Right.
That's like I told my son earlier. Men make that shit. Put your hands up, nigga. What we both made of. Let's see what's up.
Right now, you only understand one thing: ignorancy.
That's it.
You know,
if it's not ignorant, if it's not something negative or crazy, they don't understand it. Because no why, no structure,
and listen,
no discipline.
just like y'all said, now that the kids, I'm glad y'all touched on. Now the kids are leading some of these households. The shit is so in between. Like The shit that stretched to the mothers around my age. Prime example. I say, yeah, I'm about to get on my shit, wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, start running and shit, you know, get healthy, get right. You know what I mean? She say, why, Dad? I mean, if you end up fighting one of these young niggas, they ain't gonna do nothing but shoot you. Damn, that's what you think? Yeah. Well, how about this? How I'm thinking, bitch? How you gonna get to the gun from on that ass? How you gonna get? Excuse my language. I don't mean to disrespect you, Queen. But how you gonna get to the gun if I'm on that ass? Yeah. How you gonna do it?
On that ass.
I'm on it.
On that ass.
He high purpose. Beat it up. I'm on it. I've been running. 4 o'clock in the morning.
You ain't even talking about
discipline.
Oh man,
we ain't talking about the drug thing. He had that. How you gonna pull that?
But the drug abuse, yeah.
Excuse me, I missed that one.
The pills, it don't make it. And the thing,
make it slick though.
But the whole thing, the whole.
Well, we had our youth drugs was what? Marijuana. But the next generation,
but it wasn't this.
It wasn't that. Then you had crack.
If you got
crack, then you had crack. Now they got pills.
Listen, if you got the rappers, let me tell you this: they promote it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Every age group has a certain.
No, listen, he's right. I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, all that stuff he just named, right? That stuff that y'all use, y'all experienced it. That's the shit that we was told no to drugs.
Right.
Everybody from, you can ask anybody from about 40 on down, or I mean to 40
I think from
84 into about 90.
Yeah. No to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs.
I'm talking about, listen, where's my sister wouldn't let me walk through alleys.
Say no to drugs.
Right.
This the reason man in the white coat gave it to you.
But that's the crazy part because
man in the white coat getting it to you. Right? It's the prescription.
But it's so funny when you think about it and you look at it like
how they set us up.
I can see the design. You can see how they set us up and where the design came from. But you gotta realize they went to war. They started in 2000. The 9/11 started in 2001. Right? They went to war with 2 countries that's full of what? Opium.
Yeah.
2 countries. That's where Afghanistan and that's where it
ever
goes.
Since then, we had the most.
They got control. They got control.
Ever since then, we had the most what?
You said it.
Opium is death.
And the globe.
But you got to look at what they did. You got to look what they did. They got control of it.
They stored all that opium.
They got control of it, but they couldn't get rid of it quick enough. So what's the best way to get rid of it?
Put it in the sea.
You go to the doctor, your elbow hurt. Back in the day, they take 800 milligram Motrin. Now you was going to the doctor about 6-7 years ago before it started infiltrating their community so bad. They would tell you, oh, we ain't giving you that. But then 6-7 years ago, everybody went to the hospital. You go there for an ear infection. Why I need a Percocet? I ain't asked you for that.
Right.
Why you give me hydrocodone? I ain't asked you for that. My ear hurt. I don't want that.
This is
what they doing. Then they give it to you, or you get a major injury. They send you to a pain management. Who takes? If you give me a 5 milligram for pain, Percocet, but you give this man a 90-day supply of 30 milligram, that's taking 6 of them pills at one time in one pill. And they running around looking like this. I've never seen so many young men coming in the barbershop selling batteries, toothpaste, dishwashing liquid, soap detergent. That's things you seen older guys boosting and stealing.
Right.
Now they 16 and 17 stuck on it, and it's sad.
Right.
And it's hurt when you see them do it because it's like, I know these kids. How? What? And you don't see them for a while, and then when you see them, it's like, I seen you 6 months ago. You was looking like the pill of life.
Yeah.
6 months later, you ain't even washed. I can see you ain't washed up in a week.
Yeah, it's tough.
You're a kid.
And then they children.
And
now this is what they did. Now they done cut them off. Now they talking about they don't want them taking.
They even smoking coke.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I was somewhere.
Kids.
Friend of mine, me and him walking. Little young guy come up, boy. You got. I said, okay, you must be getting some grass or something.
No, that ain't what he want. No.
2 grasses, I see.
That wasn't 2 grasses.
Right. Hey, y'all, we be right back. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Right,
We gotta go to a break, y'all. It is what it is, radio.
It's crucial out here.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like,
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And the lady said, well, I can speak to him without you. This is what she tells me. I said, if you think for 1 second my son gonna walk in that room with you without me, you can try. Let me see how strong your arm is. So he sat in the hallway. So it was a guy in the hallway, sitting in the hallway. So I told my son, I said, this is what happened. You're gonna take responsibility for this, and whatever comes with it, I say, whatever comes with it, you're gonna have to deal with this today, because as a man, you're gonna have to accept your punishment for what you done because you got caught. and you're not going to involve no one else. This is what you're going to deal with. And I said, whatever me and your mother going to have to pay, we going to have to pay it. But this is how you going to your step today, because I'm not letting you, we ain't doing none of that. Because you had no business doing it, and I'm embarrassed. And I want to deal with you right now after I read this report, because what you told me was totally a different story. So now you're making me look like a fool. So we go in the courtroom, and they call us up. And when they call us up, they call the guy that was in the hallway. The whole time I never knew this was the guy whose house who got broken into. So when the judge came up and my son pled guilty, the judge said, he don't have, this is his first arrest. I'm going to give him 30 days on home monitor. He has to do community service. He has to go to some programs. So I say, okay. So they talked to the guy. The guy say, well, I did recover my jewelry, but from them breaking in my door and they dropped my TV and stuff, I had homeowners insurance, but I had a $2,000 deductible. I had to pay $2,000. So the judge was giving talking to us, and she was telling us, well, y'all, I'm on, restitution $2,000. And the man stood up and said, excuse me, Your Honor, I don't need the restitution. He said, I was in a hallway and I heard Mr. Scott speaking to his son. And what I heard him tell his son, that was enough for me. I don't need no money. That's all I needed to hear. And I looked and I was like, no, he said, all I needed to hear was what you said. And we walked out. When the case was over, I came in the hallway. He said, you're teaching your son to be a man. He said, and a lot of people don't do that. He said, and you told him he's going to have to accept responsibility for whatever he went through. And you never know who's watching or what's going on, but when it comes to your children, you have to take accountability, and you have to teach them to take accountability for their actions at a young age. Because if you keep putting on it, you pacify them, and if you don't deal with them accordingly or let them know the things they do wrong, you just as bad as them. Yep. You just as bad. Yep. And that's where when I looked at the form, that's when I looked at it and I thought about it, I was like, just made me think about it like, damn, him not being here no more, but I lacked in some areas. I lacked in some areas. I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough. Because if I did enough, the circumstances that he was under, he would still be here. He would still be here. I lacked the areas. Me and his mother bickering much through the years about him. And our relationship did get better. It got better. She got married. She had a husband in a house with her. And the husband was a good guy. And my son did some things with this dude. And I dealt with my son numerous times, but I also told her that you didn't hold him accountable for a lot of the things he did in your household. And as men sometimes, women, especially blending the family, we don't do enough when it's not our child. We don't do enough when it's not ours. We don't. And I lacked in that even in my own relationship. We don't do enough as men.
Back to what I was saying.
Sometimes we think it's enough, but it's not enough. Because when it comes to your children, you said earlier, it's supposed to be sacrificed. I'm supposed to be ready at any time when it comes to my child to make a sacrifice for anything for their well-being, for the nature of them to move further. Because I brought them in this earth. They ain't asked to be here. I created something. I created something that I'm supposed to plant the seed, I'm supposed to water it, and I'm supposed to watch it grow until it's able to plant its own seed and water it and watch it grow. And my son was 19 years old. And he wasn't ready to plant a seed or watch it grow. We take the perception of 18 and think that a child is grown. They not grown. You're not grown until you on your own.
You ain't.
You feel like you did the best you could at the time?
What you mean?
At the time, with my son, I did, but I also let my own feelings, because he got older. And it hurt me because with my son, he was my only son. The only son I had. And I let petty things between me and him stop me from doing what I needed to do. And I really realized that there's a saying that hurt people don't recognize, but you be hurting people. I had my father in my life, but I didn't have my mother. And even though I had my grandmother, I always missed that void with my mother. I missed that void. And with my son, with his mother, she had a rough life. She had a hard upbringing. But the one thing with my son, I always, when it came to his mother, he couldn't disrespect her. I dealt with him more. My wife told me one time, like, you can't keep beating and banging on him when he come over here because what he doing to his mother. Because even though he did that to her, you got to find another way. Because every time he's seeing you, you dealing with him about something that he's done with his mother. But are you really there to build your own relationship with your son the way you're supposed to?
That's
I wasn't.
Real. You have to take him to a show. You have to hang
I wasn't.
Move.
In your time, you know, you did the best in your mind that you thought you was doing.
I did.
And teaching him how to respect
Check
his
Big
mom.
Mom, and I did that.
Right?
Yes.
And you know, I was gonna say is that, you know, if you got any faith in God, anything, I know you do, right?
Yeah.
One thing you can't do, you can't blame yourself.
Yeah, and I did, and that's the thing. And you know, I don't blame myself, but I just sit back and think and wonder, like, what could I have done different?
Could you done
differently? Could I tweak something different? Because his mother respect, and I would tell him what you get from your mother, and I tell her to this day. I text her and I check on her because I've seen people grieve over death, but I've never seen nobody grieve like she grieve over my son. And it's hard. It's hard. And the things she tell me that she do, I sit back and think, like, they grew up together though. She had my son at 17 years old. They grew up together. It was always a him. No matter what she went through with a man, and she's the kind of woman, she loves a man. When she love a man, she love a man. But she loved my son. And whatever hard time she went through, he was always there. And for some reason, this last year in my son's life, he went back to school. He went to Excel Academy. He went to Excel. He was murdered in 2017, and that year, 5 other kids was murdered in the school.
What area?
He got murdered on Madison and Belmore.
Okay. We got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Sorry about your son. Before we go,
right back.
Can you let the people know how to get in contact with you? And I also want you to share what you was going to share real quick.
Well, you, email address is Akil T, the movement at themovementteam.com. You can reach us on our website, www.themovementteam.com, Facebook, The Movement Team, or you can hit us up at 443-690-3531. 443-690-3531.
I'm going to big up to Curtis, you know.
Shout out to Mr. Curtis Covington.
Tenacity football.
Shout out Big Kurt, man.
Kurt, who's the
Curtis, yes sir.
Compton football coach now.
Yes sir.
Taking some big steps and taking some other people with him. And just to say, Curtis as far as a big improvement in my life and where I came from and how I was raised. We grew up together, and I took a stand and took a step because of how he took a step, and he's a big influence in my life as far as dealing with the kids. And our basketball tournament coming up.
We go August, October.
This August.
Yeah.
Back to school tournament. You can reach us at 443-850-1069. 443-642.
Family, right.
9076 at Family Friends Barbershop.
4143 Patterson Avenue.
4143 Patterson
Avenue.
Okay. I want my boys. We gonna sign up for that tournament.
Yes, sir.
I got 6th through 8th grade. We coming to win that. I'm letting you know now.
Yes, sir.
Commodore John Rogers Cougars.
Bring them on, baby. Bring them on. Bring it.
I thank y'all, man. This was definitely a positive show.
Yeah.
Black Men's Show. I hope that the listeners got something from it. I got a lot from it.
Yeah.
And Brother Akil, you will be hearing from me.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's it.
Yeah, hey man, it is what it is. Y'all see what's going on.
Thank y'all.
Speaking of that,
and we gonna have this same round table again.
Yeah, we bringing the alpha male back.
If y'all want, I don't know y'all schedule. I'm willing to do this once a month.
We bringing, it is what it is. We bringing the alpha male back, fellas. The alpha male, the male that's leading his queens and his people to progress in a good process. That's all we trying to do.
That's it, man.
I just want to, Renika Howard, the young lady got killed out in Cherry Hill. Service tomorrow. I just want to send a shout out to her family and Safe Streets in Cherry Hill. That our hearts is with you guys, and that anytime you need the movement team to come out, any resources you guys just call us, and we love you.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
Y'all know what's up, man.
I appreciate all of y'all.
It is what it is.
Happy birthday, Juice.
The movement. Juice on the birthday tip in the building. And we signing out, baby.
I'm ready, yeah. I'm ready, I'm really ready, man.
See y'all next week.
I'm ready. I got it.
It's a jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show. Hot topics. We discussing anything. It's a go. We going live now. Got a favorite song calling to the show. Is we ready? Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Cheryl Underwood Radio. Yeah. Look at here. The Iceman coming. Boy, look at here. Big Frost, super producer.
Cold outside.
When it's cold outside. Girl. Who are you holding? Man, I'm going to sing that every day. Y'all say that. Harry Sutherland, our favorite country lawyer.
Hear ye in the house.
Man, the prayer was interesting this morning.